Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome to Meek Meals, the show where we cook regular food for regular people. My name's Jared. I started this show because I often get kind of frustrated with the way that a lot of cooks on the internet and on TV kind of portray this whole concept of cooking, because they all go through all these steps and everything's so complicated, and if you don't do it the right way, then you're not really cooking. And I kind of get frustrated with that attitude. And I don't cook that way. I want to cook normal food like normal people eat. We cook stuff out of cans, we cook stuff out of the freezer, because really nobody has that kind of time to spend 5 hours a day cooking. So it's dinner time here at my house, and I'm home alone, so I'm gonna be making kind of like a chicken cheesy pasta, kind of like a mac and cheese alfredo type thing. We're gonna get out a pan. All right, so this pan, we're gonna add some pasta. So I'm gonna go over here and grab some of this. This is bow tie pasta. I don't think it was actually called bow tie pasta on the box. It's some fancy French name, but who cares? It looks like bow ties, so it's bow tie pasta. All right, so we're just adding a little bit of that to the pan, so you can kind of see there in the camera. And then we're gonna add enough water just to kind of cover the pasta. So it's just barely covered. Now we're gonna go ahead and toss this on the stove. And I'm gonna put it on high heat just so it heats up a little bit faster. I'm gonna grab some salt. Here I'm using this sea salt because it's coarse ground, so the only real way I can use it is to dissolve it in stuff, so I'm trying to get rid of it by dissolving it in water. So I'm just gonna add a good, healthy portion of this stuff. You want your water to be nice and salted so that your pasta actually has flavor, or else you got bland pasta, and no one likes bland pasta. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here to the fridge. We've got butter, we've got sharp cheddar, Colby Jack, Parmesan, heavy cream, and ricotta. And then I've got this leftover piece of chicken that I cooked yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab another pan, and we're gonna start making a little sauce for our pasta. So I've just got this small skillet, that'll do the job just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this on like a medium heat. And we're just gonna take a little bit of butter and we're going to plop that right in this pasta or into this skillet. So we're gonna find our garlic powder, okay? And we're gonna put a good, healthy portion of garlic powder into this pan, right? And this is essentially making like a little garlic butter sauce. You can use actual garlic if you like. I don't like the actual, like the chunks that come from when you cook with garlic. So I use garlic powder a lot of the time. Once in a while, I do keep minced garlic in our fridge or in our pantry. So once in a while, I will use the minced garlic, but not always. And you'll see it kind of start to darken up. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna grab our cheese. And the reason we don't add too much water is because if we add too much, then we're gonna have to drain it later. If we don't add a whole lot, then we won't actually have to drain our water out. We'll be able to use that pasta water just straight into the sauce, and it'll kind of make this really nice, thick, creamy sauce, because there's all these starches in the pasta, and so it also means less cleanup, you know? And foods don't like less cleanup. I'm gonna add a little pepper, because I add pepper to literally everything. So add a few nice, good cranks of pepper. And this chicken I made is a little on the spicy side. That was intentional. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of spices to this sauce just to kind of make it match. So we're just gonna add a couple dashes of paprika, a little bit of ground cumin. Now get down. And I think just a little bit of ground mustard. And that'll probably be good for the spices that's going in this sauce. And remember, we're gonna have the chicken in here too, so that's gonna add plenty of flavor to the sauce as well. All right, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna unwrap this piece of chicken. Again, I cooked this yesterday. We grilled out yesterday, so I cooked this on the grill. And it's just basic, not too fancy chicken with a couple seasonings and stuff that it is kind of slapped on there. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this up into some good sized pieces. And I like my pieces of chicken to be fairly small. Cut them into whatever size you want. Come back over here and we will check how our sauce is coming. I think that's looking pretty good so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of our chicken here. We're gonna carry it over to the sauce and drop it in. We want the chicken to kind of cook in the sauce because it's cold right now, it just came out of the fridge. So that way it'll warm up with the sauce. And we'll end up with some nice warm chicken. I'm totally winging this recipe, and that's how I plan on doing a lot of stuff around here. I don't ever really have a set recipe. I'm always just kind of tweaking things and going with it and just doing whatever works at the time. Because I feel like it's really annoying to just make all these multiple trips to the store just for special ingredients to cook specific meals. That's dumb, really dumb. And so what I do is I just work with whatever I've got on hand. Like today was supposed to be chicken alfredo day, but all we have is this grated Parmesan, not fresh Parmesan on the block. And so we're making this pasta instead. So it's a little bit different than what we would normally do. And that's okay. That's kind of the point of the show, right? It's not this, oh, you have to do it this way or else that's the only way thing. It's whatever you've got, you just use it. And you can already see this is turning a little yellow. That's all those spices from that chicken coming off into the sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the heat up on this. I turned it down to low so it wouldn't heat up too fast, but we're gonna turn it back up. We're about medium on a large burner. Get close to being done. Test one. Yeah, a couple more minutes and that'll be done. See how fast the sauce starts coming together. You just want to bring this to a boil. And our pasta over here is really starting to cook down, really looking good. And we're basically just waiting for the pasta to be done cooking now. And then we're gonna go ahead and dump this into that pot. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing good. I'm hoping this turns out all right. I went a little, we already filmed one episode of this show before it actually had a name. And this time we're going a little bit higher production quality. And I don't know if this is how I'm gonna do it all the time, but I wanted to give it a shot, kind of the super low budget and the super high budget way, and see how it goes. All right, check on our pasta, see how much water is left. I think that's probably pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and pull our sauce off the heat. I'm gonna dump it right into our other pot. All right, first thing we're gonna do, give this a good mix to make sure everything's incorporated. Next, we're gonna go in with grated Parmesan. Just go in with a good, healthy amount. If this were an Alfredo, that's all you'd have is Parmesan. And we want Parmesan to kind of be the dominating flavor. I'm gonna turn the heat down some more on that. I'm gonna grab a spoon and get some ricotta, and then a little bit of sharp cheddar and a little bit of Colby Jack. And give all that a good mix so it incorporates, melts down, and then we're just gonna wait for the sauce to thicken, which already looks like it's thickening up pretty nicely. And that's the starches from that pasta in action. That pasta water really helps to thicken a sauce. But if you have too much of it left, then it has the opposite effect, because then you get watery pasta. In the meantime, I will clean up my mess. All right, and that's all she wrote. I'm gonna plate this up. Probably would be a better thing to have in a bowl, but that's okay. looking forward to this one. This looks really good. That's a big, big portion. Good grief. And that's it. That's right there is the cheesy pasta. I'm really looking forward to trying this one. We're just gonna give it a quick bite. Piece of pasta. It's really good. The texture is a little gritty because I used the grated parmesan instead of like fresh parmesan, but still super good, super tasty. Really like this one. This is a sign of what's to come. I'm really excited for future episodes. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, all that crap, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.